Welcome to another episode of The Daily Gem, where we bring you the most power-packed video blog for businesses anywhere on the web. From new inventions to the best innovations, we deliver you world-class content every day. The Daily Gem, helping your business shine. Now, here's your host, Josh Schreier.
Hello and welcome to another episode of The Daily Gem. My name is Josh Schreier, and I want to welcome you all to today's episode. Today we're going to be discussing a very interesting concept called how systems can change your business right now. Now, what are systems? Systems and processes are the repetitive things that you do in your business every day, specifically things that have multiple steps. Now, why is this important? Because most of you watching this, especially if you're a sole entrepreneur or even you have a couple people working for you, most of these tasks you're doing yourself. And that, we discussed already in the past few videos, is a tremendous drag on your time and not the best use of your time. So how can we ever get around that? So anything we have a process for, anything we have systems for, you can then hand off to anybody else and have them do it. So I'll give you a simple example, a practical example, and I'll give you an Excel spreadsheet below this video to look at to see how this actually works in practicality. I put out one of these videos every single day, 6 days a week, not every day, 6 days a week, Sunday to Friday. I put out one of these videos. And then you have to upload these videos to YouTube, upload to the blog, upload to Facebook and LinkedIn, all the different places that this goes to, and all the groups we upload to. And that takes a lot of steps and it's a long process. So I have a secretary. Again, I discussed in the first video. You can check that out. The first video on the blog had to have an inexpensive secretary 24/7 on call for less than a cup of coffee at Starbucks. So that secretary of mine, for that $3.32 an hour, does all these steps that we'll see in the spreadsheet. She uploads the video. She creates a new blog post. All the different steps. I don't have to delineate them now, but that's what she does for me. So basically, that 2-hour process, or hour and a half, 2-hour process that I would be doing every day, she does for me. And that saves me, obviously, a ton of time. And there are other processes we have in our business of how to network, that she can network for me. She can send out emails for me. There's a number of things she can do for me that are repetitive processes that have multiple steps that can save tons and tons of time and then allow you to pass it off. So in case ever she gets sick or she goes on vacation, I can then pass that off with a few minutes of training to somebody else, and they're ready to go. They say that's the biggest advantage of franchises, like a franchise like McDonald's, for example, that your average worker they're making, minimum wage, the turnover there, the employee turnover is very, very high. People leave and come all the time. So they have to be able to get someone in the system and get them in there right now because they don't have 3 days to train so that no one's making hamburgers. So they have systems in place that literally it's like an assembly line. You just come in, take a 2-minute training, and and you look at a piece of paper for 5 steps, and you're ready to go. And hamburgers are back up and running. And it doesn't matter if someone leaves, comes, have a nice day. And that, you have no idea what that does to your business. Because I can guarantee you, any of you have tasks in your business you're doing every day that are repetitive that you don't have to do, that you could hand off to anybody to do, be them in your office or like I'm discussing, internationally even. And that has a tremendous impact because you can only scale, again, when we talk about scalability, you can only expand past yourself so far. You only have so many hours in the day. There's only so much you can do. There's only so many productive hours you have. And if you can't expand past yourself, there's a limit to how much you can make. Again, I'm not saying that making all the money in the world is the biggest thing in the world. But if your goal is to expand to a point and you want to grow, growth can only happen when you can expand past yourself. The only way you can expand past yourself, and again, we discussed in one of our videos last week, again, you can check that out on the blog, the 5 biggest outsourcing mistakes that business owners make. One of them was not having effective instructions. So you'll see in this spreadsheet, we spent literally 5 minutes on the spreadsheet, and I gave her a test. My secretary gave her a test. I said, look at the spreadsheet, make sure you understand all the steps. We explain all the steps. I said, if you can do all these steps, it was like 40 steps. You'll see when you download the spreadsheet. 40 steps. If you do it all without asking me any questions, you do it all accurately and methodically and properly, I'll give you a bonus. Now, you'll laugh. The bonus was $5. And she thought that was the highlight of her day. A $5 bonus. I'm not joking. Okay? That's what we're talking about here. And now, she knows the system. And she doesn't ask questions, because we're just going to repeat that system every day. And now that video goes up on the blog, goes up on YouTube, and it's up. And within an hour and a half, it's up everywhere I have to have it uploaded, and it's up and done, and that's it. And that frees my time up to actually do tasks that, as the owner of the business, only I can do. And I can't overstate that. If you're doing tasks in your business, I repeat this. I know some people say, Josh, you're repeating yourself. My wife even tells me, Josh, you're repeating yourself. But it's important. If you're doing tasks in your business that you don't have to do, you shouldn't be doing them. If you're doing tasks in your business that require half your energy or less, or 60% or less, and the other part you're doing for other things, and you're multitasking, you shouldn't be doing that. The only things you're doing in your business are things that only you can do. And besides that, nothing else. So that means to delegate. But again, delegation, and it's really a whole topic in itself. Delegation requires taking yourself out of the picture. And for many entrepreneurs, that's the biggest fear they have. Is, what happens if they do it wrong? What happens if they don't do it as well as I do? Well, first of all, I'll tell you the biggest fallacy out there, the biggest myth out there is you can do it better than anybody else. Maybe that one or two things you do best, but you have to send out emails. You have to fill out those forms. You have to do your own accounting. You have to, do all these tasks in your businesses, depending on what your industry is, that can be done by anyone for very inexpensively. So again, it might be in the beginning there's a lag, and it might be in the beginning things will be done less effectively for a week or two, but you have to look long term. Well, how much is your time worth? We discussed this in the course. Again, you want to check out that course, you can always check out a look at doubleyourdaytoday.com. I'll have a link right there below the video, and I'll put that in the video also. If you look at that, how to enhance your day, we talk about this, how to multiply the effectiveness of your time. So this is really, in short, this is what systems and processes do for you. Because that Peter Drucker, one of the greatest business writers of our time, he says, if you don't have something systematized in a system, in a process, you don't know what you're doing. If you can't give it over to someone effectively and quickly, you don't know what you're doing. Because again, what happens if you would like to take a vacation? What happens if, you're sick one day? Wouldn't it be nice if you could go on vacation and almost everything in your business continues to get done without you? Now that's not just a dream. That's how all real businesses work. They're not dependent on the owner for the day-to-day functioning of the business. So this is extremely important. And again, there's a spreadsheet below the video, right down there, that you can download and see a real-life process that me and my secretary do every single day, 6 days a week, that saves me tons of time and brings tons of value. Because that allows me to publicize my blog out to hundreds of thousands of people a day in a matter of an hour and a half that I'm not spending. So that is it for today's video. Join us in our next video, and we will hopefully see you next time. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy your life. Live with passion, vitality, and vigor. And we'll see you in our next video. Bye for now.